First of all, most of the coverage is very boring, particularly during the day. I don't think anybody's watching it during the day. I'll give you the numbers for prime time a little bit later on, but it's just dull. And it's not the fault of the news operations, because you got to bring in the partisans. When you're at the Republican convention, you got to talk to Republicans, and Democrats, you talk to Democrats. And it's just propaganda after propaganda after propaganda, and why? Why would I watch it? I wouldn't. And so luckily I have a very good staff that if anything is said that's of interest, I immediately get a ping and I can go in and look at it. Okay, so let me give you some facts, because they're always important. About 75 demonstrators have been arrested so far outside the convention center in Chicago. None of those, I predict, will be prosecuted by Cook County. None. Zero. You can spit at a cop, throw a brick at a cop, you can deface property, you can do whatever you want. They'll arrest you. They're not going to prosecute you. That's Cook County, Chicago, one of those liberal precincts in the country. They're just not going to do it. All right. Now, if I'm wrong, I'll apologize, but I'm not going to be wrong. The security is basically good inside the arena. However, I was on Hannity's radio program today, and he got jousted, Hannity, and we talked about that. So on his way onto the floor, he was verbally assaulted. And the authorities came and broke it up fast, but boy, that's a volatile thing. Now, interestingly enough, that very rarely happens to me. I'm 6'4", I'm 210 pounds, and I'm Irish. So those are three things that might want to restrain somebody from acting like an idiot. I was at the Met game on Monday night, and they could have been nicer. And there's no political component at the Met game, but people are very respectful, and it's in New York City, which is my hometown. It's my home field. I can't remember the last time I had a problem. I think it was 5 years ago in a Barnes and Noble store, but it's so rare. But in a loaded situation like the convention center in Chicago with all those Democrats, a guy like Hannity, you got to protect him. Okay, so the highlight last night were the Obamas, all right? Barack and Michelle. Roll the tape.
America's ready for a new chapter. America's ready for a better story. We are ready for a President Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris is ready for the job. This is a person who has spent her life fighting on behalf of people who need a voice and a champion.
Kamala has shown her allegiance to this nation, not by spewing anger and bitterness, but by living a life of service and always pushing the doors of opportunity open to others. She understands that most of us will never be afforded the grace of failing forward. We will never benefit from the affirmative action of generational wealth.
A little class warfare from Mrs. Obama. But this was the sentence that caught my attention from former President Obama. Kamala Harris is ready for the job. Based on what? She had 4 years in the Senate and she did nothing. No bills passed, no bills even voted on. 4 years. 3.5 as vice president, nothing. Was tasked to making things better at the border, didn't do it. So that's 7.5 years at the federal level with no achievements, not one. So I understand why Barack Obama is saying that his party's candidate is ready for the job, but it's based on nothing. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.